That is the finishing touch on my home gym 2.0. Let's check out the rest of it. Hey there, I'm Scott. I have a 70 square foot home gym that I'm really excited about and I love sharing with you guys. I just did some upgrades in it, so let's go in and check them out. I'll show them to you. Okay, first of all, I have a few other home gym videos on my channel. I think there's 3 other ones. I can link those in the description below if you want to check those out. For a long time, I've just had my squat rack and plates and dumbbells and resistance bands mainly. But I've had this plan for a long time to do some upgrades. And the first upgrade that I did was the floor mats. In my home gym here, I had, for the longest time, I had 2 of these floor mats, the 4.5, I believe they're 4 by 6 foot ones. But my garage is only about 11 feet across. So it didn't really make it too feasible to just do a third mat. I had to get a new one and cut it. So I got it, they're horse stall mats. Like I said, you can get them at a Tractor Supply store. There's one in my area. They're not too expensive. I think they're around $50 or so. So the first thing that we did when we started the home gym remodel was we had to clear everything out. It took forever. Thankfully, we had a lot of people, but we had all the dumbbells, all of the plates, and you have to be careful because you don't want to drop them. But anyway, we spent forever cleaning everything out. It took a really long time, but it was definitely worth it. After it was cleared out, I got my leaf blower out and I went around the whole gym and blew out all the gunk and cobwebs. I saw this from Garage Gym Reviews. He recommends if you have a home gym, one of your top purchases should be a leaf blower. Using a leaf blower works super well. Got the floor all cleaned out before we installed the mats. They're a little bit difficult to cut. First of all, we had to measure it out. So my dad, shout out to my dad and my sister, they came over to help with the gym and help watch Miles while we worked on the gym. But my dad had the good idea if he used one of these, I think it's called a grease pen or a paint pen, but he used that and a straight edge to cut off, to mark the measurement. It showed up really nicely, a nice straight line. And then we started cutting it, and we were using a razor blade at first, and we just had it flat on the ground, and we were cutting and cutting and cutting forever, and it wasn't working very well. But then I found a video, I YouTubed it. I found a video by Thrall. I just YouTubed how to cut horse stall mats, and he has a really good video up. You can check it out. Maybe I'll link that in the description also. If you put something under the stall mat, it kind of spreads the 2 pieces apart that you're trying to cut, and if you cut along the thing you have underneath, we used a board, like a long 2x4, and made it way easier. Also, if you spread some water on the cut and on the blade where you're cutting, it makes it way easier. So give that a try if you're cutting horse stall mats. So after we got it finally fully cut, we installed it here in the corner. We put the factory edge near the factory edge of the other one so it would fit, and then we put the rough cut edge into the wall here. Not too big of a deal, fits pretty well. We also use mending plates to attach them together. I've talked about that in my other videos, but that's a really good method if you haven't tried that before. Definitely, if you have problems with your floor mats spreading in a gym, get some mending plates, makes it way easier. So anyway, I've been really happy with the way that it turned out. It's given me way more room in here. It feels a lot more like a full, complete gym. When I just had the 2, I had them kind of in the center of the gym, and it felt like it was uneven ground, and I was like, kind of would trip over them, and just this has made it feel like a more complete gym. So horse stall mat install has been awesome. Definitely recommend doing them all the way across your floor if you can. Okay, so part 2 of this phase 2 gym upgrade is the main event really is this. I really wanted a cable tower. I've wanted a cable tower for a really long time. Been using resistance bands forever and they just don't work as well. So we really wanted to figure out a way to get a cable tower in here. Obviously have really limited space. So I did a lot of research and I finally decided on this Titan Fitness wall-mounted cable pulley. It only comes out from the wall. I think it's about, in total with my mounting system, and it comes out about 2 feet off the ground, maybe 2.5. But been working super well. Been using it for over a month now, and it's been great. This thing was a little bit challenging to install in my space here, just because I have this floor plate at the bottom of the floor cement. Actually, you know what? I'll just let Scott tell you about it. Scott, you can take it away on that part. So today's goal is to get this wall to be a cable machine. Let's see if we can figure it out. So we got this board mounted to the wall with these brackets, and we have this bottom plate here, which is causing a problem. This bottom cement. So we're going to put this board on top of the other board so we can get a nice, clean, flush line to drill into here. So anyway, we were able to get it figured out. We ended up using these thick boards that my dad found at a job work site that he was volunteering at. And we were able to find the stud and get it all marked off. And then we used these extra long, I don't even know what they're called, but there's extra long screws. They're like a star head. We needed a screw long enough to screw through this extra thick board into the stud. And then we had to use 2 of these boards. So we had to screw all the way through 2 boards and all the way into the stud. So they were really handy to find. They're kind of expensive. I think they're like close to $2 each, but it made it well worth it and really easy to install. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about assembling the Titan Fitness wall mount pulley. This is definitely easier for me than it was attaching it to the wall. If you have a stud and your stud goes all the way down to the floor, that part would probably be really easy for you. That part was just challenging for me in this space. Building this was pretty straightforward. It took about an hour and a half. Kelsey and I did it together. We found a really good video that maybe I can try to link that as well. That was basically step-by-step process on each part of getting it installed. It's a little confusing. There's like probably, I don't know, probably 10 of these pulleys all together. It's a little confusing knowing the configuration to get them all in the correct spot to get the cables through. But after doing it, it wasn't that bad. If you're thinking about getting one of these and you've been worried about assembling it yourself, I'm not very technically handy with building things at all, and I was able to figure it out in an afternoon. So if that's something you're worried about from this brand, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Watch your video and you can get it done. Something else that I was really happy with about the Titan brand was that it works with Olympic weight plates, the 2-inch hole. A lot of people have standard plates. I think Olympic's probably more popular, but this unit allows you to use both. If you have standard plates, that's the way it comes by default. If not, there's a little adapter that you just slide over the bar. Makes it really snug, fits really well, and then you can use any type of plates that you want. Something else I've really liked about this Titan pulley is that it adjusts. It has all these holes going all the way up, so you can set it at whatever height you want. I really didn't want just a high cable or a low cable. I wanted to be able to put it at whatever height I wanted and do it. So it's kind of like having my own cable stack machine at home. Obviously not high level commercial quality, but it's been great for my needs. So my wife and I have been using this for over a month now, and I've been really happy with it. I heard some people say that it's not very smooth. The pulleys are a little bit jerky, or there's some slop and some wiggle in, like some play in. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's been awesome. I haven't had any complaints about it. It's been super smooth to use. Adjusting, it's been great. It feels like a really just consistent resistance curve while you're using it. Like it feels like there's not any like wiggle or slop or anything. It's been awesome. So overall, I definitely think it's definitely worth the money, especially as it's one of the cheaper priced ones on the market. And if you have a limited space like me, super, super valuable buy. It's a little bit wonky with using this sometimes. Some angles are a little bit, makes it a little more challenging, but it does have these arms that go multi-directional, so you can stand to the side a little bit and still use it. I'm committed to home gym life, so it gets a little bit challenging sometimes, but that's part of the fun. All right, so that wraps up the breakdown of phase 2 of my home gym. This is probably gonna keep me pretty content for a while. I'm not sure what I'll do next. Maybe the next upgrade would be a new squat rack, maybe with some jammer arms or something, but I'm probably a ways away from there. I wanna get the most out of what I have here. This gets me a lot closer to where I wanna be with what I'm able to do in here, so that's great. If you don't have a home gym yet and you're considering getting one, I just wanna encourage you in that, even if you only have a little bit of space like me, it's only 70 square feet in here, but I'm able to really make it my own and do what I've wanted with it, and it's great. If you have kids, I am a dad, and it saves me time driving to the gym. I can come out here and get a workout in. It's awesome. I would highly recommend a home gym life if you're able to swing it. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching as always. If you could leave a comment, anything home gym related. Do you have a home gym? Do you like it? Let me know. If you could like the video, it supports the channel. I really appreciate it. Also, if you could subscribe, it helps the channel out a lot. We've got more fitness related content and home gym content on the way. So subscribe if you want to see more of that. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again in another video.